friend, tried to usurp the throne of Dumnonia. He was helped in this by the Christians, who had been deceived by their leaders, Bishop Sansom among them, into believing that it was their holy duty to scour the country of pagans and so prepare the island of Britain for the second coming of the Lord Jesus Christ in the year 500. Lancelot was also helped by the Saxon king Cerdic, who launched a terrifying attack along the valley of the Thames in an attempt to divide Britain. If the Saxons had reached the Severn Sea, then the British kingdoms of the north would have been cut off from those of the south. Yet, by the grace of the gods, we defeated not only Lancelot and his Christian rabble, but Cerdic also. But in the defeat, Arthur discovered Guinevere's treachery. He found her naked in another man's arms, and it was as though the sun had vanished from his sky.
"I don't really understand,"
Igraine said to me one day in late summer. "What, dear lady, do you not understand?" I asked.
"Arthur loved Guinevere, yes?"
"He did."
"So why could he not forgive her?"
"I forgave Brockvale over Niuch. Niuch had been Brockvale's lover, but she had contracted a disease of the skin which had disfigured her beauty. I suspect, but have never asked, that Igraine used a charm to bring the disease to her rival. My queen might call herself a Christian, but Christianity is not a religion that offers the solace of revenge to its adherents. For that, you must go to the old women who know which herbs to pluck and what charms to say under a waning moon." "You forgave Brockvale," I agreed. "But would Brockvale have forgiven you?" She shuddered.
"Of course not. He'd have burned me alive. But that's the law."
"Arthur could have burned Guinevere," I said, "and there were plenty of men who advised him to do just that. But he did love her. He loved her passionately, and that was why he could neither kill her nor forgive her. Not at first, anyway."
"Then he was a fool,"
Igraine said. "Oh, she is very young, and has the glorious certainty of the young." "He was very proud," I said. "And maybe that did make Arthur a fool, but so it did the rest of us." I paused, thinking. "He wanted many things," I went on. "He wanted a free Britain, and the Saxons defeated. But in his soul he wanted Guinevere's constant reassurance that he was a good man. And when she slept with Lancelot, it proved to Arthur that he was the lesser man. It wasn't true, of course, but it hurt him. How it hurt. I have never seen a man so hurt. She tore his heart."
"So he imprisoned her?"
Igraine asked me. "He imprisoned her," I said, and remembered how I had been forced to take Guinevere to the shrine of the Holy Thorn at Inniswydran, where Arthur's sister Morgan became her jailer. There was never any affection between Guinevere and Morgan. One was a pagan, the other a Christian, and the day I locked Guinevere into the shrine's compound was one of the few times I ever saw her weep. "She will stay there," Arthur told me, "till the day she dies."
"Men are fools,"
Igraine declared, then gave me a sidelong glance.
"Were you ever unfaithful to Cynwyn?"
"No," I answered truthfully.
"Did you ever want to be?"
"Oh, yes. Lust does not vanish with happiness, lady. Besides, what merit is there in fidelity if it is never tested?"
"You think there is merit in fidelity?"
she asked, and I wondered which young handsome warrior in her husband's care had taken her eye. Her pregnancy would prevent any nonsense for the moment, but I feared what might happen. Maybe nothing. I smiled. "We want fidelity in our lovers, lady, so is it not obvious that they want it in us? Fidelity is a gift we offer to those we love. Arthur gave it to Guinevere, but she could not return it. She wanted something different.